best friend Steve McKnight. And it's time for another crazy but true story. You want to take it?
Yeah. This is the time when we almost got in a fight. My brother had an altercation. We were in Valhalla High School. It's back around 1990. And him and this particular kid, he was a soch, which means kind of like a rich, snobby little butthole. Me and my brother were kind of more in the rock and roll clan. So, yeah, this kid was being a little punk with my brother. My brother, he was a black belt at the time, and he didn't take any shit from anybody, so he didn't stand for it. He let him know his opinion about it. The kid didn't like it, so, you know, there was an altercation made and kind of built up to that point for that day. A couple days later, me and my brother, my best friend Dougie, we all went to Pizza Hut to have some pizza, of course, and kind of met up with these particular fellows that he had an altercation with.
Well, that dude was just one of the guy's friends. That was Brandon's friend. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
His name was Mike.
Yeah. So Mike's at Pizza Hut, and we're kind of talking shit back and forth here and there, and finally I get kind of fed up with it because they ain't gone anywhere, and I decide, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and ruin their meal for them. So I take a big old thing of pizza and I chew it all up, and I clear my throat, my sinuses, and I spit it all out onto a plate, and I take my straw out of my Pepsi and I suck it all up. Well, they all flip out and everything, and they really start talking shit.
It's something where it'd make a mountain goat puke. I almost did. I almost lost my mind.
Everybody's pretty much gagging. It was pretty nasty.
So anyway, these guys, they kind of look at him and it's like, my God, you guys are sick, man. He's like, you know what? Why don't we do this? Glenn's like, hey, anytime, anywhere. And he said, okay, what about Valhalla? We'll do a meet there around 10 o'clock at night. So we're like, cool, we'll be there. So we go about our business, we do our thing for the day.
Well, you guys kept warning me that there was going to be a huge crowd of people and we needed to bring people, and I was just like, what the fuck?
Well, we figured as much because, like I said, Brandon was
I
a
didn't
soch.
think it was going to be like this.
And there was a lot of soches out there that liked Brandon. It's a little kid named Brandon Bishop.
I went to elementary school with him.
So anyway, we're like, yeah, man, there could be 20, 30 people there, Doug, so we should get some help.
I didn't buy that at all.
Yeah, he didn't really listen, so we're like, all right, cool, whatever. Let's call Dustin and Brian, and we'll all meet at Valhalla. Well, at least we'll have a couple extra people.
Yeah.
Bring some nunchucks and some weapons. And
I brought a K-bar.
Anyway, we roll down there, and we meet Dustin and Brian. They're in their truck listening to South of Heaven.
Oh, yeah.
So that was a badass album.
Slayer.
I love Slayer. So we're like, all right, cool, these guys are into it. They're ready to fight. Like, we're here. Let's see what happens.
It was about that point I looked up the road up at the stoplight that leads to the main road where the school is on, and I see this
Convoy?
long...
Oh, would you say it's a convoy?
I called it a fucking parade, man. I see this parade of fucking lights pull up into the turn lane, and I'm like, what the fuck? And next thing you know, I see the light turn green, and here comes this whole fucking group. I mean, just a line of goddamn cars coming down.
It was probably about 10 cars, maybe 11.
He's underselling that one. It was like 20 fucking cars, man. And they all start pulling into the fucking parking lot, and it was at that point I got that sinking feeling.
So when they all came and circled us, they all got out of their cars. There was probably, what, 40, 50 people there.
There was a fucking boatload of people.
40 or 50 people, somewhere in that. So we're like, all right, they just came to watch. They want to be entertained too. I'm like, all right, cool. So we got out of our cars and said, screw it. Brandon was there, my brother was there, me and Doug were there. We were ready to roll and back them up, whatever power we had to back them up with.
It wasn't
So
pretty.
my brother, he came up to Brandon and basically said, hey, you know, let's go, dude. They kind of faced off, walked around a couple dances,
Talked a little shit.
talked a little shit back and forth, and then everyone's kind of like, you know, that's kind of boring, dude. This is gay, dude. You guys gonna take a hit or what? He's like, well, blah 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 blah. They talked it out. So anyway, I knew John Favali. I knew all these like Soch dudes there, because I was kind of like, even though I was rock and roll, I was kind of like part Soch with some of them. And you know, you just gotta learn to mix in with the classes sometimes, so you can get along with people. But anyway, I knew these dudes because they went to Grossmont Community College, and we played some music with them and this and that. So they were kind of cool, and we got to talking, and like, yeah, man, we don't really want to beat your ass, dude. You know, we knew you guys are kind of cool. You know, we don't really want this to go down, so you know, it's kind of cool it didn't.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, yeah,
I have
you
to
know,
admit, I was happy that fight didn't happen.
I agree, man. That's what I agree. I said, but I'm all, you know, I got some
wheels beat off us.
I got some nunchucks in the back. I just want to show you guys my skills. So I kind of got out and I worked the nunchucks, which I've been working since I was 11 years old. And these guys stepped back and they're like, my God, dude. We're lucky that we didn't get into it with you guys.
It'd have been brutal.
So there would have been a lot of people hurt, including us.
Yeah, yeah.
But
well, at that point, I think I would have probably sticking people with that K-bar.
probably been the right thing.
It would have been bad. It would have been really bad. Yeah, that was one of those fights I'm kind of glad didn't happen, because it would have been, I mean, I didn't see any of that coming. Not like that.
No.
But anyway, thanks for watching. This is my best friend, Steve McKnight.
Thank you for your time.
He's actually been a part of some of the other stories that I've told. I don't normally use people's names, but since he's here tonight, I went and get ahead and introduced him. So thanks again.
Ciao, ciao, ciao.
Y'all have a good one. Laters.
Laters.